Joshua Peterson, Peterson Electric here today. I want to talk to you about how you know where your electrical panel and your meter is. You're going to have a service disconnect typically on your home. Some homes don't have that, where they just have a bunch of breakers and no disconnect. Basically, this home and this subdivision, you can see these homes are, not super large. We're about 1,800 to 2,500 square foot, and their power is going to come in from the street. We're in Colorado. I'm in Fort Collins. It's a typical subdivision. So all that power is going to come in. There is no meter down there at the end of their driveway or basically out there by the sidewalk. Their meter actually comes in right here on the house. This actually has power that comes in from the ground. So this is called an underground lateral conductor, or service entrance conductor cable. That's not going to be in a conduit, typically be in an aluminum. Sometimes they'll come overhead, and that's called a service mast if it comes in overhead, and that comes in from your power company as well. But this is your electrical meter right here. Some of them are round. This is actually a square cabinet and enclosure, and it actually has a disconnect in the enclosure right here. And this disconnect right here is the main shutoff for the whole home. So there'll be a panel on the inside of the garage, probably nippled, or on the other side of the garage, where the service entrance conductors are being cared for by this breaker. And this house is about 2,000 square foot, and I think it's about 20 some years old. Anyway, so guys, this is kind of what it looks like for your meter and your panel. So when you're talking to me about breakers and switches, they're not fuses. Fuses are things you push in and put in. This is a switch, and the switch is an on-off, and it pumps. And so your switch is inside your panel in the home as well. So you got a panel, you got your main disconnect outside with a disconnect breaker, and your meter, which is going to be an all-in-one cabinet. And then inside your house, you might have a sub panel or a couple sub panels, depending on how big your house is. So just want to educate you a little bit about what that looks like, so when you call me and you're using all this lingo, I can maybe help you out in this YouTube video, because sometimes that language barrier, for the lack of terms that you guys don't understand, I can somewhat share that with you. You can also Google some of these terminologies. It might help you out a little bit. But so when things are freaking out in your house and you lost power to your home, it kind of eases out that little bit of edge that people are going through, so we can communicate a little bit easier. But don't forget, guys, take pictures. Use a flashlight, take a picture, text it to me, email it to me. I have ways to tell you if it's even necessary for me to come out that night. I don't always want to go out that late. If I do, it's going to be time and a half. If it's holidays, it's double time, especially if the Broncos are playing. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you later.